Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Indigo Diamond here with another video, here to talk about the latest episode of Queen of the Universe. I can't believe that next week, / this week, it'll be this week when this video comes out, it's going to be the semi-final, and then, you know, the final's going to be next week. It just, wow, it's interesting because I've enjoyed this season. I just feel like it needed to be longer. And I get that it's the first season of a new show. They probably went, oh, well, we don't want to give it too many episodes, you know, just in case it doesn't go very well. But I definitely think moving on from this, we need it to just start off by just one queen every episode. One queen goes home and then just give us so much more of each queen. Before we get into the episode, now that I've had my little rant about how short this season is, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and let me know down below, who are you rooting for? I think currently I'm really enjoying Adavox and I'm really enjoying Grag Queen. Yeah. I think they're like my two, like, I love you so much. But let's get into it. So, end of last episode, we had our bottom three and the judges had to decide which two they were going to save. So our bottom three were Matante Alex, Regina Vos, and Leona Winter were our bottom three. The judges decided to save Leona Winter and Regina Vos. I agree. I think that was the fairest choice. I think based on the looks and the performance and their attitude, I think Matante Alex was the weakest overall for that episode. Not to say that they were terrible or anything like that, it's just based on their performance, they just weren't the best. So I agree, it was definitely time for them to unfortunately go from the season. So Leona Winter and Regina Vos got to stay. Now, this episode, the queens had to pair up, so it was duets, and then they ended up getting an envelope with a song, and they had to write their original lyrics to it. Now, I'll go through like pair by pair, and then we'll like give my thoughts on them that way, because it might be a bit more structured at that point. So, the pair that got eliminated this week were Gingzilla and Regina Vos. They, based on the critiques, I was surprised that they were the two that got eliminated. However, I definitely think out of, not including the pair that I was kind of surprised stayed over them, but with the two pairs that got through straight away, I agree that they were probably the weakest out of those three pairings. And they essentially did, like, what was it, like a girl power song. It was good. I didn't like Gingzilla's outfit, and it was more because it was a jumpsuit rather than a dress. I think I would have much preferred it if it was dressed. It just looked like it moved a bit weirdly as a jumpsuit with the legs. The thing is, like, they got rid of those two, and like, no one did badly this episode. I still think everyone sounded really good. Everyone did a good job. They looked good. Their lyrics were good. So again, it's just that thing where it's just unfortunate that we didn't get to see more because it is a short season. And again, probably just because it's the first season. If it had been, you know, like maybe next season or a few seasons down the line, hopefully they'll do it where, as I said, one queen will go each episode. And then we can just kind of see more of everyone, because I feel like everyone's got so much to show, and it would be entertaining, if nothing else, just to see so much more of them. So now we've gone through the eliminated queens, we'll go through the two pairings that are still in the competition. So Adavox and Aria Cassadine were one of the pairs that got through straight away. I agree, I think they were my favourite of the night. Adavox just did amazingly well. I mean, Ada has just a fantastic voice. It's so just pleasant to listen to, and it's just really entertaining to watch her go for it. And Aria B. Cassadine, I think, actually did really well this episode. I think she, did a fantastic job, which is nice because I didn't think she did so well in the last couple, especially the first episode she was in. They had, Back Off Bitch or something, I think was their song. It was really good. I mean, it did kind of end up in almost like a screaming match at the end, but I think it really worked for the song, so I'm not even mad about that. Not really much else to say about them, to be fair. Next was Grag Queen and Rani Ko-he-nur. They essentially both just laid on was it like a lounger or something? For their entire song, but they did amazing. They were first out of the gate, and when they came out, I was like, okay, who's gonna beat this? Because this is not that man or something was their song. They they blended so well together. I mean, one's Brazilian and one's Indian, and you're and yet your voices just sound so good together, so good, and I just can't say enough good things about a lot of these queens. They sound amazing, they look amazing, and yeah, it's no surprise that they got through straight away. It really isn't. Finally, we've got Voix and Leona Winter in the bottom again. So they were the other queens that didn't get through straight away, but so they got saved, and then they got told that, oh yeah, so you didn't get eliminated, but only one of you can make it through. And I was like, what? It's you can't eliminate two people and then go, oh yeah, so you two, you didn't get eliminated, but only one of you is going through, so one of you is going to get eliminated. It's squeeze me? What's happening? And they got told when they first got onto the show, they got asked to give a song that is shows them off the best, they think would be able to save them in a tight situation. Now, difficult, because Voix, I enjoyed Voix. She did, oh god, it's from Funny Girl, and the song's just completely gone from my head. Oh no, why? Rain on My Parade, that's it. I was sat there going, don't tell me, and I was like, no, that's just one of the lyrics. That's just one of the lyrics. That's not the song. Don't Rain on My Parade. Oh, Rain on My Parade. It was weird, and only reason it's weird is because they just kind of went straight into it. There was no build up with the music or anything like that. It just went straight into it. We didn't really get a whole lot of the song, so it just seemed a bit weird. I feel it's very much a song you have to go through all of it. You can't just get bits and drabs from it. But I think she did well. She sounded really good. And then we got to Leona Winter, who did Edge of Glory. It was quite messy for me, which is a shame because I think Leona Winter's really good. But yeah, it was just really messy, and the vocals were kind of all over the place, and then the judges were deliberating. They're oh, it's so hard. It's one's got the vocal talent and the other one's got the heart, and I'm sat there going, but all in all, really, isn't this a singing competition? They need to be able to sing well, and at the end of the day, Leona Winter just didn't do that in that song. I'm sorry, for me, I would keep Voix, but part of me does wonder if they're going to keep Leona Winter, and honestly, I'm a big fan of Leona Winter from this series. I think she's done really well, but that performance, I'm sorry, it wasn't worthy of staying for me. It would be a bit rubbish for her to get eliminated in this episode because her husband's in the audience, and it's oh no. But honestly, I don't think Voix should be eliminated either. I'm also kind of annoyed about it because, so, the song that they got given was about being like friends sort of thing. And the judges were like, oh, so we didn't really get much about you. We just got, oh, we're friends sort of thing. And the song didn't really go anywhere. And I started going, yeah, but the song doesn't really go anywhere. Like, I'm pretty sure they did all they could with that song. It just wasn't really a good song. Like, I mean, it was a good song, but it wasn't really a good song in comparison to the others that the other queens had, which irked me a bit, because it's like, well, what are you expecting? If you're going to give them a song like that to do, there's not really much they could do with it. It's like, I would rather you've just done what like they do on like Drag Race, where they go, oh look, here you go, here's the same song, see what you can do with it. But I don't know, for me I would save Voix, not because she's English, just because it's a singing competition. It's like, yes, it's about your attitude, your singing, and your look. And honestly, looks-wise and personality-wise, you could make a case for either of them. Both of them are amazing queens in their own right. Both of them have great attitudes. Then it comes down to like singing performance. Well, I'm sorry, I was more entertained by Voix, because as much as Leona Winter showed heart, it wasn't great singing wise. And I think that's, again, because she was just like so emotional about the fact that she, again, is up for elimination sort of thing. And yeah, I would save Voix, but we'll have to wait till next week to find out who does get eliminated. But that is going to be all from me for now. Let me know down below, who are you rooting for to win? Currently, I think for me it's between like Grag Queen and Adavox. I just think they're both really amazing. While you're down there, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and yes, I will see you lovely people next time. See ya!